What have you seen from Cooper Flagg this year as a rookie, as a 19-year-old now, and how do you think the matchups will look like with him?
Obviously, an incredible talent, great feel for the game, size, athleticism. The passing is what really stands out. Obviously, last game he got it going from three, but until last game, he didn't look like a huge threat from three. So you can literally see him growing day by day. So very impressive player. And we'll have different guys matched up with him. They're a really big team, so we've got to be prepared for their size and make sure we're doing the job on the glass and defensively.
With Al likely available, how does it sort of adjust the rotation with another big?
Well, I'm going to stay with the same rotation. We've won a couple games in a row. Trace is playing well. Doesn't mean Al won't play, but it'll mean that it'll be based on how the game is going.
Follow on Cooper for a second. What are you thinking last summer when he's 17 and scrimmaging against Team USA and doing what he was doing at that level?
It was pretty damn impressive, to see him come out there against the best players on earth and be unfazed at that age, and to really be one of the best players on the floor during the scrimmage. It was incredible to watch. And so you got a glimpse at his confidence and his self-belief, which matches his talent. So tells you why he is the player he is, the prospect that he is. And everything we've seen early on matches that. He's got a lot of confidence, and he's obviously figuring out the NBA and growing within that, all that experience and getting better by the day.
Hey, Steve, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
30 games into the season. Just kind of where would you rank the team right now? Just still trying to figure things out, but where would you kind of rank the team just kind of 30 games in, just kind of what you've seen so far?
I think we're heading in the right direction. Obviously, we're disappointed with our record. We're 5-9 in clutch games, I think. Does that sound right, Raymond? 6-10. I think he just threw something at the wall and hoped it stuck. Is it? All right. Wow. All right. 6-10. And this league really is about winning close games, especially where we are right now. I think we're a good team. We're no longer a great team, but I think we have potential to be an excellent team. But we are in a spot now where we're going to play close game after close game, and we've got to finish the games. And we just haven't done that. A little bit of bad luck, but also, plenty of execution issues and, coaching things that I regret. And so you throw all that into the mix, we're 15-15 for a reason. But I believe good things are coming.
Steve, we know Klay Thompson has the ability to get hot pretty quickly. He had 20 points in the first half in the last game he played against. Just in this role that he has coming off the bench, how have you seen him kind of adjust this year as opposed to last year when he was in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, he's handling his latter years well in terms of accepting a new role and, playing that role well. And so we know as soon as Klay comes on the floor today, we got to be aware of, where he is, and we can't let him get going. We've got to challenge every shot. And, that's why taking care of the ball is so important. If you turn it over and he gets a transition three, we watched it forever. The roof can come off the building with him. So he's still capable of all that, and we've got to be aware of him and his threat at all times.
Steve, a few games ago, Brian was talking about how he actually really likes taking the mid-range. It seems like the mid-range shot is something that kind of gets him going. I know it's a shot that's more out of basketball now.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on the shot and if that could be something that he can utilize well.
Yeah, I've never been a coach who says no mid-range shots are allowed. But if you're going to shoot one with 20 on the shot clock and Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on the weak side of the floor, then I don't want that shot, to be very blunt. There is a place for the mid-range shot. Every year in the playoffs, you better make some mid-range shots because defenses take away layups and threes. And So, in general, I think there's a place for them, and it's important for every player to realize his own individual standing within that. What I like with Brandon, I think he's gotten away from the tougher hook, left-hand hook that he was, taking the first couple of years. His floater is more confident and more in rhythm. He's doing all the things that young players do. He's figuring out what he can and cannot do. And so there are mid-range shots for him. If there's 5 seconds on the shot clock and that's the shot that's there, take it by all means. But you got to understand what's what, when's when.
Hey, Steve. You guys have always been a terrific defensive team, and you've always had a lot of turnovers too. But it seems like the one difference this year is just your offensive rating. And is that just Steph related? The fact that he's not played, 9 games. If you'd be significantly better had he played those 9 games.
Our offensive rating with Steph is always good. You're right. I mean, it's the non-Steph minutes. But what we're finding is that we ever since we got Jimmy, we've been able to be good in the non-Steph minutes, but we were better last year than we've been this year. I think this year has been a combination of rotation patterns, injuries, trying to find the right combos, trying to find the balance that we're looking for. And I do believe we're on the cusp of finding it. Our rotation has finally settled down based on health. We've been able to start the same way the last few games, bring the same group off the bench. And, taking care of the ball is everything for us. And if we take care of it and we execute offensively, I believe that we can be a top 10 offense, the rest of the way, but we have to go improve it.
Steve, you guys this season have been, for most of the season at least, right around average from three-point percentage shooting, 10th, 11th, 12th, somewhere in there. But two-point percentage has been mostly bottom 10 this season. Yeah. Is it a finishing thing? Is it a penetration thing? Is it something different?
Well, we're near the bottom in transition efficiency, too. And a lot of those are, when you compare them to the rest of the league, a lot of teams are playing young, fast guys who are converting in transition. We have not been great in that category. So some of it is just kind of personnel related. Some of it is turning the ball over. We're not gonna get as many layups and dunks as Dallas, for example. I mean, when they've got Gafford and Flagg and AD out there, that's a different level of size and athleticism and finishing, and so you just adapt to who you are, which we've been good at over the years. And again, I think we're on the right track. I like where this is all heading, and I think we have the ability to become much more efficient in the area you're talking about, and just overall in general.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to get a better over here. Where the cameras, yeah, a better understanding the difference between a great team and an excellent team that you just mentioned. Kind of help us do that.
Great team is, I'm talking elite, one of the top, 3-4 teams in the league. We've been a great team, for most of the 11 years prior, to this one. Not all of them, but, we won the championship in 22, so that's what I consider a great team, the top few teams in the league. We are no longer that. I think we can be an excellent team. I think we can be the best version of ourselves, a team that we were at the end of last year. That was an excellent team at the end of last year. Give yourself a chance. And if you're healthy, you got a shot to beat people in the playoffs like we did last year, beating Houston. Having a chance to make a deep run, and then you never know, things fall your way. Like in 22, we made a run, we won the championship. It became a great team. So we're kind of in that phase where we're on the backside of the slope, but we still have potential. We still can beat anybody on a given night. If we develop our consistency and our identity, and we connect, as great teams do, kind of on and off the floor, where there's an intangible that you feel with the group. And I think we have potential to make a deep run and become an excellent team. We're not there yet.
Seth has missed the last several games. What's kind of the update on it?
Seth,
yeah.
yeah.
He's missed the
Has
last
the
several.
training staff given any update? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, do you?
He just had a lingering injury that's
Yeah.
kept him out, but I don't even, honestly, I couldn't even tell you how the training staff would describe it, so I'm not going to try because I don't want to mess up.